In today's training video, I'm going to teach you how to take Zoom videos from this to this. I see a lot of people creating content using Zoom now, which is great. I absolutely love creating content using Zoom. Obviously got the podcast that I solely create through Zoom, and we actually now offer that as a service to clients as well, which is cool because you can literally create a podcast anywhere in the world with guests all over the world, which is amazing. I really suggest you following this as you are creating your content in Final Cut. Pause it when you need to and go back to the parts that you're unsure of. So file, new project, and when you create this new project, you can see that I had this set for YouTube, right? So I haven't changed it for Instagram. So we're just gonna say Instagram podcast template again, and you wanna come down to video and change this to custom, and then we're gonna change it to 1080 by 1080, okay? And that's gonna be that square for Instagram. Now, do the same thing, so just come up to text, find your generator, and then drag this out to around 55 seconds or so. Bang on there, 57 seconds or so. And then do the same thing, we can just come back because it's already imported now, and drag this in on here. Now what you want to do is you want to find your golden nugget clip, okay? So I'm going to now look through this clip and I'm going to find 50 seconds worth of content that I think is going to be a good hook in a sense, right? A good piece of content that is going to hook people into wanting to watch the full episode on YouTube. So let's have a look. Okay, so I've found where I want to start from. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Command and B just to split the clip and find out where I want to start my small golden nugget clip from, okay?
To project management, change careers, and I want to ensure that
Okay, so now we found where we want to start from. We want to delete this bit on the left hand side, and you can see here, now I've almost got it to a point where we're going to break it down, okay? So just watch this back.
Change careers, and I went into project management, so I was a contractor as a nurse as well. Okay. So I started at 22, 23, so I was making money. I was making a lot of money back then before all the changes with self-employment.
If you're still watching the video and it's helping you out, make sure you leave the video a like for this guy.
But then I had my kids, and then I was all over the place, and then I changed careers, and I was quite good at that. But again, I realised that'd be stressful for me. So, and then I sort of knew. So let me just rewind it a little bit. When I was doing nursing full time before I changed careers, I went into self-employed nursing. So I was a contractor as a nurse as well. Okay. So I started out. I think I started that at 22, 23, so I was making money. I was making a lot of money back then.
I found my end part, so I want to do the same thing. Just hit Command and B, and then we're going to split the clip. And the first thing you're going to sort of notice that I haven't taken up the whole 55 seconds or 57 seconds that I said before, but this is why I like to have that as like a guideline, so I know that I can cut it down if I want to, right? So the next part you want to do is you want to select that clip, come up to the top and hit crop, and then you're going to see where I need to start cropping out my footage. What I like to do is just click on this one here in the top right, and then we can actually just use this part here where it's like a little slider, and I can actually just see straight up where we want to crop it to, and do the same thing here. Cool. And now you can see that I've just got that small little part here. I want to start designing this in a way that it's going to push people onto the YouTube video, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come and grab some of my branding, and this should all be stuff that you should already have to your disposal, you know, your logos and your colors and your branding and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is just grab my logo down here, put this down here, and then we're going to drag this all the way out to the end. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add like a little timer on this. So we're just going to drag this down to the 50 seconds. We're going to add a timer, and we're also going to add some text, okay? So firstly, we will just add the timer. We're going to come back to this text and add a generator. Now this is a pretty cool little trick if you've never done this before. We're going to add this generator on top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit that crop tool, and we're going to do the same thing, okay? So at the top, just find this, that we're going to get this just underneath it. So we've got it there, and then here, and then left and right, we're just going to go in by like, no, we're going to go in by the same amount though, right? So about 33.6, so 33.6, so we're in the same on both. And now what you want to do is you want to change this to a different colour. So we're going to go for white. And looking at that, I just want to make that a little bit thinner, I think. So about that looks good to me. And now we're just going to drag this all the way out. And now we're going to use this as like a template, right? So with this custom one selected, you want to basically hold down the Alt key, Alt or Option key, and then you want to drag that layer up, okay? So it's going to basically duplicate the layer. So now, if we change this to a different colour, and I'm going to use yellow, we're going to change it to a different colour, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to make this a little bit bigger. So by making it bigger, we're just going to literally go like this, just a little bit bigger, either side, okay? Now what that's going to do is it's just going to make it a little bit bigger. It's going to make it a little bit more aesthetically appealing, I would say, right? But now what we're going to do is come to this part here, and then we're going to use this right one and come all the way back, okay? So come all the way back so it hasn't started to about here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to hit this keyframe tool, just click that once, go right the way to the end of the clip, and we're going to use this right one again and just drag this out until it would be complete to there. And now what you're going to notice, if we press play,
change careers, and I went into project management.
You've now got that pretty cool little timer, right? It's going to basically use it as a timer, and the reason I like to do that is it just shows like the progression of the clip, okay? So people tend to stick around and watch the whole clip because of that. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to add some actual titles and stuff to it as well. So let's just add a custom title, and we're going to do the same thing. So just drag this all the way to the end, and we're gonna just add something relevant to what she's talking about in the clip.
I was so, running to pick up my kids. It was. I felt like I was all over the place. It was very stressful for me. So
we could say I felt like I was all, and we're going to leave it like that, but we're just going to select our font at the top. So Babius New, I like to use Babius New, make this big. I felt like I was, and then we can do that same thing, the same little trick. So hold the Option and the Alt key, drag it up, and then I felt like I was all over the place. And then we can just drag this down. I felt like I was all over the place.
Change careers, and I went into...
And now what you can do as well is we can just change that a little bit as well. So we can just change that pops up over time. So if we just drag that in a little bit, like so.
Change careers, and I went into project management. So I worked in that industry, and I was...
Cool. And me looking at that now, I feel like I don't actually want that, but I don't actually want it so big. I think it looks a little bit weird like that. So we're gonna make this a little bit smaller on both ends. Felt like I was all over the place. And now we're just gonna add one more. So hold Alt. And now I'm just gonna put the hashtag. So hashtag design a future podcast, make it a little bit smaller, and then drag it down to like here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the text, so it's like a hand written one. Bear in mind, guys, as well, like I've already done this, so once you've already done it, you can just literally just drag and drop your footage into this existing existing one. So I'm gonna take my horse to the... Let's just leave it like this one for a minute. The handwriting, just make this smaller. Drag that up a little bit. Boom. Like that. Cool. And now we've got our nice little video for Instagram. Maybe we could add some background music as well if you wanted to. Let's add this one.
Change careers.
And what you want to do is just make sure that the song starts from the right place. Same again, just use that Command and B and get rid of it. Drag that up to where you want it. And now we also want to lower this background music.
Change careers and I went into project management. So I worked in that industry and I was quite good at it as well. And having a family and going into work was not the one as well. So I started out, I think I started 3, so I was making money. I was making a lot of money back then.
That's perfect. And then we just want to hit Command B again, get rid of that, and now we've got our video ready to go. So we're going to hit the share button here. We can save this as, let's just say for Instagram, or we can save it as the date, 20th of November. Save that and you're good. You're ready to go. And now when you're ready for the next episode of the podcast, all you would then do is find that next episode. Let's find it. Let's do a quick example. Let's find this one. Let's find another one just so we can use it.
Hey guys.
Ooh, so I've already filmed that one.
Hey guys, welcome back to another.
And I went into,
cool. And you see how quick that just come through because they're small clips. So we drag this on. Now we've got this template. Look how easy it is for us to do. Right, we can find where we want to start it.
of course, like this.
Cool. So let's start it from there, just for the sake of this video.
You see, and
hit Command B, get rid of this one on the side, and now all you want to do, very, very simply, right, you just want to drag this one on top of there to the point that you've got it, delete this one, and then delete the footage on the other side, and then look, boom, we just drag and drop this into here. And obviously you want to change the titles, so whatever she's talking about.
Of course, like this sounds so cool, but before that, I was I came from the corporate world.
So I came from the corp world. Before that, I came from the corp world. Do you know what I mean? You can see how quickly you can make these videos once you have a system and a process in place. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that helped. Please, if you're making these type of videos, feel free to shoot me a comment below. Let me see what you guys are creating. And yeah, keep on creating, guys. You're one video away. Peace, take care, and I shall see you in the next one.
Hollywood 6.